I'm gonna make a lightsaber. So I've printed quite a few lightsabers. This is probably one of my favorite props to print, is I've got several of the classic lightsabers that you'll see from the Star Wars movies. But I realized I do not have one of the most iconic ones, which is Luke's lightsaber, his green one. I mean, I've got the blue one we often see, that originally was Anakin's and was passed down, but I don't have the iconic one that Luke made himself. So that's what I'm going to print today. So I'm going to get the files and print that. So the model we'll be using can be found on Thingiverse. It was made by Brad Harris, and he's got a lot of wonderful designs that he's created. You can see his focus is a lot on Star Wars props. I've printed a few of his stuff before, and he's always really willing to give his designs out for free, as long as you kind of post about him and shout him out. So he's made some amazing things, and so he's the one who designed Luke Skywalker, his lightsaber. And so this is the file we'll be printing, and here's a reference we'll be using to assemble the grip. So to download that, we're just going to come over to download all files, and we'll have to download each of these, and I already have those done on my computer. I'll be using Ultimaker Cura to slice these models, so I'll bring in a few and orient them so there's less support. I prefer not to use some plastic that I don't need. And basically all I have to do here is place it where I want it and then slice it, and it'll tell me how long it's going to take and about how much plastic it's going to use. And then from here I can bring it to the printer to have that print. The color doesn't matter too much because we'll be painting anyways, and so we've got spray paint to cover up whatever color plastic we use. So now you get to see a time lapse of the printer. Unfortunately, we made a mistake. I overestimated how much plastic I had on the spool and realized I was running really low and it wasn't actually going to finish the print before it ran out of plastic. So I wanted to hurry and switch the plastic and ran into a few problems. It's super hot in here. So that the heating, for some reason, the setting for it, it's not heating it up. So I took apart the nozzle of this printer and bring it over here, trying to manually heat it up so I can switch plastics because I'm running low on the white. Didn't realize how low I was on it. And it's working somewhat. It didn't work. The setting to switch plastics didn't like it. Something went wrong, and so during the switch it got caught in a loop of it wanted to wait till the temperature was hot before it started again, and also it wouldn't heat it up. So I tried heating it up manually, and that's what you just saw, but it didn't get hot enough to the point where it was ready to start over. So I had to scratch that one, and we'll have to print these pieces again.
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
We got the pieces finished. There are a little unsmooth parts that we'll be fixing up, that we just need to be sanded. And so I'll just be sanding these, make sure all the pieces are as smooth as they can get before I start painting. Not have an extra table to spray paint on. So what I've come up with is put cardboard on the ground. This cardboard is one of the greatest inventions ever. So I'll be spray painting in the corner. So in order to get those silver lines, I'm going to be putting masking tape along each of these and trying to get pretty similar strips along each of them so I can have a consistent silver all the way down, and then I'll spray paint it again with the black. So I got the finished product right here. I think it turned out really well. It's beautiful. I love the colors. I think the bronze spray paint that I chose worked really well. The one thing that didn't turn out too well is these lines. The painter's tape, the blue tape, didn't seal it as well as it should have, and so I've got a little leakage in there. So it's not as smooth, but other than that, it looks really good. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'd love to continue making these, and so if you have any ideas of something that you'd like me to print and make, I'd love to do that for you. So leave a comment down below if you have any ideas, and I'll see you next time.